Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom, brothers and sisters. Welcome to Rap Ministries. I'm Brother Jeremiah, aka Brother Runny. And I just want to welcome you today. Thank you for coming on in. You didn't have to, but you did. Another Shabbat has come upon us. The blessed day, this blessed seventh day, this set apart day. And we just gonna praise him today. We're gonna fellowship. We're gonna just enjoy his holy word today. We're gonna rejuvenate ourselves today. See you, Jacksons. We see you. Thank y'all for coming on in today, the Jacksons. Hey, Shabbat Shalom to you. We just love you guys. Sister Erica, I see you. Sister Yanice, we see you guys. Thank y'all for coming on in. We love all of you guys. Jamersons, we see you. The Jamesons and family. Rosetta Stone, I see you. I see you. Woo, baby Charlotte, Ava Grace. We see y'all too. We see the babies, Elder Henry. I know you're there. Just a wonderful day to be alive. Just got some sad news. One of my former coworkers, I just got word that they passed away. Nice person. This life is but a vapor. It can be here 1 minute, gone the next. You want to make sure that you're right with the Most High. You want to make sure. We always send condolences to people to people's family, because they are left to deal with the financial burdens, the sadness, sometimes depression that goes with that. But these things happen in life. They happen. But we have to move and press towards the goal. All right, look at that. I see we got 15 in here. We give everybody maybe 1 more minute. But I hope you have been blessed. Thank you, Sister Erica. A lot. I know how to deal with death because I know what goes on. I know that, this life is over and you on to the next life. It's nothing that we can do from this point, But I just send condolences to her family. And, I knew her daughter was the same age as my son. And, you just send your condolences out to them. I'm going to be reaching out to them. 16 on in here. That was good. That's good. But we got a good lesson for you today. We got a great lesson for you today. It's been one I've been wanting to do for a while, and I'm just gonna stay along the theme of, we did the heaven class, the hell class. We're gonna stay on with that theme. We're gonna talk about some demons today. Gonna talk about some demons. But we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get started. That's enough time for everybody. Everybody that's gonna be here, and everybody that's not is not. But guess what? We press towards the goal. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna decrease that he may what? Increase. Having a little problem. I see the power. There we go. All right, guys. I'm going to turn this music down. This is one of my favorite songs. Fully committed. Are you fully committed? Everybody say they committed. But are you really? Said, did you read your word today? No, you ain't committed. Get on out of here. You ain't committed. Did you pray today? No, get out of here. You ain't committed. Or if you did pray, how long you pray? Oh, about 5 minutes. I had a 15-minute devotion. Get out of here. You ain't committed. If you're doing that on a regular basis, get committed. Get in your Bible. Get pray every day. Go to church. Go to an assembly somewhere. Well, guys, here we go. I'm gonna cut this music off and we gonna pray. All right. Abba, Father, we thank you for today, your holy Sabbath day, the set apart day, the holy, blessed day that's above all the other days of the week, the one you set aside after you created the world. We just thank you for all those that have come to join us today and to listen to your holy, holy, holy word. We just thank you right now that they will be blessed, they will be edified, and they will be changed for the better. I ask that your spirit flows to me, your ruach flows to me to minister life unto your people. We also just pray that you alone get all the due glory, do your mighty, magnificent, holy, precious name. We thank you for all of this in your son Yeshua's name. Amen. Amen. Oh, there she is, Sister Luca. What's going on? Shabbat shalom to you. Shabbat shalom to you. Shabbat shalom to you. But we're going to get in this teaching. As I said, we're going to continue in a theme that we dealt with heaven. We dealt with hell. Now we're going to deal with some demons. And because guess what? A lot of people are being influenced by these demons. You look on the news every day, you see people murdering, killing. I mean, some of this stuff, it's got to be, it has to be demons. But we have a lot of people. A lot of people don't know what kind of demonic activity is going on out there. A lot of people have many kind of addictions, like drug addiction, alcohol addictions, and sicknesses. That comes from devils and demons. Sexual addictions, just depression. A lot of people are suicidal, want to end their lives. Where is this coming from? I'm telling you today, we're gonna show you it's coming from demons. Some people have food addictions. Can't stop eating. Can't stop eating, just to the detriment of their health, where they have diabetes, high blood pressure, strokes, all of it. Well, you can't control that appetite. So guys, today we're going to talk about demons. But as I always do, I like to define what we're talking about. This says demon. We see you, Auntie. We see all of you. Auntie, and the children, we see you. Madison, DJ, and Chelsea, we see you. I don't know if you there, but that's chief scientist. But we see you. But demon. That word is a noun. Plural is demons. It says an evil spirit or devil, especially one thought to possess a person or act as a tormentor in hell. We already told you that's false. Only people doing tormenting is the angels. But watch this. It says he was possessed by an evil demon. It says similar would be devil. Similar would be devil, fiend, evil spirit, fallen angels. They're similar. They're not the same. Yeah. You gotta exercise your authority over them demonic entities. But it says a fallen angel is similar to a demon. They are not the same thing. It says Keiko demon, incubus, succubus. Incubus and succubus, those are like sexual demons. Hellbound, Afreet, Rakasha, The opposite would be an angel. But then it also says a demon can be a cruel, evil, destructive person or thing. It says, I was a little demon. I can tell you, you're a little demon. Similar, monster, ogre, fiend, devil, villain, brute, savage, beast, barbarian, animals. The opposite would be what? A saint. If you're not a saint, they call you a demon. It says reckless mischief, delvery, a forceful, fierce. We're gonna see some of this stuff. Or it says a forceful, fierce, or skillful performer of a specified activity. A friend of mine is a demon cook. It similar means a genius, a wizard, an expert. Like what's his name? Evil Knievel they call him a speed demon. Demons are highly skilled in things. But it said genius, wizard, master, adept, virtuoso, maestro, past master, marvel, like Marvel comics, a prodigy, a star, a wonder kid, a hotshot, a whiz, whiz kids, but ninja. Ooh, ninjas. Oh, he kicking it with company and call him out, huh? Hey, Most High deal with him. Most High deal with it. All right, tell company to come on here and she said snitches get stitches. All right, but the word ninja. I was just watching a ninja movie the other day. It was called Ninja Assassins or something like that. And the guy said something he said something. The guy said, these things, they are demons. The ninjas are demons. They come straight from hell. I said, but we got all this Ninja Warriors and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I say, you can't watch. I ain't saying that. But you got to realize that Hollywood knows the truth. They know the story. They know what it is. Why? Because it's run by the devil. But let's look up demon. This is from the Merriam-Webster right here. Demon. It says an evil spirit. Oh, hold on. Plural, demons or Damians. It says an evil spirit, angels and demons, a source or agent of evil, harm, distress, or ruin. The demons of drug and alcohol addiction. Confronting the demons of his what? Of his childhood. Oh my goodness. Sister Sheila, you own them today. Yeah. And Lucas said the turtles listened to a rat. They sure did. The same thing that Yeshua's gonna be getting folks for eating when he comes back. But confronting the demons of his childhood. It said Damien, an attendant. We're gonna skip down. Damien, mythology, a supernatural being whose nature is intermediate between that of a god and that of a human being. One that has exceptional enthusiasm. We're gonna keep it moving, but now I want to go to I forgot which site this was, but demon. Just like to show you guys what it means, what the secular world says these words mean. All right, but watch this. Demon, an evil spirit, devil, or fiend, an evil passion or influence, a person considered extremely wicked, evil, or cruel. I know a lot of them. It says a person with great energy, drive. He's a demon for work. I tell people, no, I ain't no demon, nothing. It says pertaining to the characteristic of or noting a demon, possessed or controlled by a demon. We're gonna see all this stuff. We're gonna see all this stuff today. But what would surprise a lot of people, especially for everybody, is I'm King James only. I only read the King James. I don't read no other translation of the Bible. The word demon is not in the King James Bible. It's not in there. So if you're going to use the King James Bible, well, why are you around here saying we casting out demons, when it ain't even in there? When you see that, you're going to see the word devils in the Bible. This is what you're going to see. In the Old Testament, when you see the word devils, which is really a demon, you will see the word Sair. It says kid, goat, devil, what those little satyr, you know those little goat monsters, with a goat body and a human upper body, hairy, rough, hairy, he-goat, buck, as a sacrificial animal. Satire may, watch this, may refer to a demon-possessed goat, like the swine of Gadara, the swine pigs of Gadara. A fiend. Yeah, a fiend, like a dope fiend or a crack fiend. They gotta have it. They have to have it. Those are demons influence. You got to get, you heard the people say, oh, he got to deal with the demons in his life. Oh, he had demons. They say everybody has demons. But watch this. It's at the bottom. It says shaggy, a he-goat. By analogy, a fawn, devil, goat, hairy, kid, rough, satire. Why is it talking about goat? You know what the goat god is. Baphomet, all that Hollywood stuff. Yeah, Jodeci. Fiending. It was a rapper. His name was Fiend. Would rap with no limit. I was a fan. I was a listener of his music. I ain't gonna say fan or fanatic. A fanatic. But we're gonna look up the word Damien, because we looked up the word Damien. We saw the word Damien in the definition of what? Demon. It says Damien, plural. Damians, Damon, plural, daemons. In ancient Greek belief, a divinity of supernatural being of a nature between, watch this, of a nature between gods and humans. The nature being of a nature between gods and humans. What are gods? The Most High, Yeshua, angels. The devil was a fallen angel. It says being between gods and what? Humans. People don't know that demons are entities. They are. We're gonna show you what they are. Entities that came from the unions of angels and women, and then they created giants. But when the Most High destroyed those giants in the flood, their spirits became disembodied spirits. Those are the demons. But it says an inner or attendant spirit or inspiring force. Socrates claimed to have lived his life according to the dictates of his Damien. All right, let's keep it moving. But they're just what? Demons. So, but to understand all of this, you have to understand the origin of demons. Fallen angels are not demons. Demons are not what? Fallen angels. We have to know this. See, antiquity, they knew it, but today we don't know it. So we're going to go to Genesis chapter 6. We're going to start in the Bible. And it says, and it came to pass when men, Adam, when men began to multiply on the face of the earth. Let's see. Some Christians say that never occurred despite. Yeah, they confused. They confused. It said there's a show, his dark materials. Everyone has a Damien. They are helpers to their human. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, they come from them mixing with animals, birds, and beasts. Yeah, we're gonna see this too in the end. Well, I'm gonna just show you. We're gonna see this in Revelation. Genesis 6, 1 through 12. And it came to pass when men began. See, what they try to say is, oh, that's the sons of self doctrine. That's the sons of self. Those giants were just sons of sons of Seth. That's Roman Catholic doctrine. They put that in there because they didn't like the idea of that. But you gotta just do your own research, listen to this class, and you'll just see. But watch this, Genesis 6, 1 through 12. And this class gonna be kind of long. I'm gonna try to hurry it up as quick as I can. But I promise you, you will be edified. We're gonna show you how to get these demons out of your life. We're gonna show it to you, show you what you can do. You can do something. Genesis 6, 1 through 12. Whatever it may be, whatever addiction you may have. I just got to have a drink. Or I just got to have sister so-and-so. She's so fine. No, you ain't just got to have sister so-and-so. You got a sister so-and-so called your wife. And it says, and it came to pass when men began to multiply on the face of the earth, and daughters were born unto them, that the sons of God saw the daughters of men, that they were fair, and they took wives, took them wives of all which they chose. And the Most High said, my spirit shall not always dwell with man, for that he is also flesh, yet his days shall be 120 years. Watch this. There were giants in the earth in those days. Now, wait a minute, time out. When has a regular man been with a regular woman ever produced giants? And we ain't talking about these people with thyroid problems where they like 9 feet tall. But see, these people that are giantism today, they're weak. They have physical maladies. The giants back then, they didn't have. They were mighty men on the earth. But it says there were giants in the earth in those days, and also after that, when the sons of God came into the daughters of men, and they bare children to them. It says the sons of God came unto the daughters of men. Why didn't it say came unto the daughters of the sons of God? Because these are different people. This is a different category of entity right here. And they bear children to them. The same became mighty men, which were of old, men of renown, like Zeus and the Titans and all of that stuff. And the Most High saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually. Everything that he thought was evil. Can you imagine just evil thoughts all the time, continually? And it repented the Lord that he had made man on the earth, and it grieved him at his heart. And the Lord said, I will destroy man whom I have created from the face of the earth, both man and beast. Take my time. I'm going to take it. All right. They said, take my time. They said, take a time. No, Zeus was not. Zeus was just a story that they told about these giants that the Greeks told about. There was these giants in the world. These are the legends that came from these particular giants. The stories that they told about them. But it says, and it repented the Lord that he had made man on the earth, and it grieved him in his heart. Now watch this. And the Most High said, I will destroy man whom I have created from the face of the earth. Watch this, because I got these things highlighted for a reason. Both man, that's 1, 2, beast, and the creeping thing and the fowls of the air. For it has repented me that I have made them. And so you said, what the animals got to do with it? Oh, we're going to show you what the animals had to do with it. It said, for it repented me, or not the Most High repenting like he done did a sin. No, it grieved him, for it grieved me that I have made them. But who? Noah found what? Grace or unmerited favor. See, they try to make you think grace is new. Oh, it's a New Testament concept. No, it's not a New Testament concept. It's an Old Testament concept. We have a class called Old Testament Grace. Go watch it if you ever get some time. It said, for it repented me that I have made them, but Noah found grace in the eyes of Yahweh. These are the generations of Noah. Noah was a just man. He wasn't just a man. He was a just man. And what? Perfect in his generations. What's the root word of the word generation? Genes. He was perfect. We're going to show you what he didn't do. And Noah, what'd he do? He walked with God. What that mean? You ever heard a Christian say, how was your love walk? Meaning his ways were righteous. He walked with Elohim. And Noah begat 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. We know the story. The earth was corrupt before the Most High, and the earth was filled with what? Violence, like it's filled with today. Filled with violence. Every day in my city, somebody getting killed. We already on track to break the record for murders from last year. Demonic activity. And watch this. And God, or Yah, looked upon the earth, and behold, it was what? Corrupt. For all flesh had corrupted his way upon the earth. Let's go to Enoch 6, 1-6. Watch this. And it came to pass, when the children of men had multiplied, that in those days were born to them beautiful and fair daughters. And the angels, that they see that Enoch just go ahead and tell you, the sons of heaven saw and lusted after them. What were these? What kind of angels were they? These were watcher angels. You can go read in that. We didn't put it in here today because we'd be here all day. But you can go in Daniel. Let me see what chapter. I believe it's. I ain't gonna even say, but I just know it's in Daniel. Hold on. Oh yeah. Let's see what these watcher angels at. Oh, Daniel chapter. You can see them in Daniel chapter 4. Go read the whole book of Daniel, but Daniel chapter 4 to be more specific. You'll see about what watchers do. They're supposed to watch mankind. Why? Because they go back and report what's going on, like in Job chapter 1 and Job chapter 2. But it says, and it came to pass when the children of men had multiplied, that in those days were born to them beautiful and fair daughters, and the angels, the son. And you said, brother, when are we gonna get to the thing? I gotta show you their origin first. Then we're gonna get to them and tell you what to do with them. It says, and it came to pass when the children of men had multiplied, that in those days were born to them beautiful and fair daughters. And the angels, the sons of heaven, saw and lusted after them, and said to one another, come let us choose us wives from among the children of men, and have children with them. And Simjaza, who was their leader, because the angels, they had ranks. And they have squadrons and all that kind of stuff. Like the military, we have like generals, lieutenants, and colonels and all that. They have that too. And Simzaza, who was their leader, said to them, I fear you will not agree to do this deed, and I alone shall have to pay the penalty of this great sin. What are you talking about? The Most High said, everything needs to reproduce its own kind. Dogs be with dogs, dog be with dogs, humans be with humans, male, female, man be with woman, to produce what? Seed, to reproduce its after its own kind. You don't see gorillas walking around, oh, you know what, today I want to get over there with that horse today. No, gorillas know I'm a gorilla, I need to be with a gorilla. Or a lion saying, you know what, I'm gonna go over there and I'm gonna be with the giraffe today. He know the order. Today we don't know order. It's just crazy. You got people committing bestiality today. It's just crazy. Saw a man a few years ago was arrested for messing with his horse. What you? I guess he was trying to make another a horse with a horse legs and a man body. I guess that's what he was trying to do. I don't know what he was doing. But anyway, and he said, but Simjaza said, I fear you will not agree to do this. Man, go back. If that's what you want to do, you go do it. Stop trying to pull everybody else with you. That's what we like to do. We want to sin, but we want to pull everybody else. If you want to sin, you sin. Stop trying to make me sin. And they all answered him and said, let us all swear an oath and bind all and all bind ourselves by mutual curses, so we will not abandon this plan, but to do this thing. Then they all swore together and bound themselves by mutual curses, or like oaths and spells. And they were in all 200 who descended in the days of Jared in the summit of Mount Hermon, and they called it Mount Hermon because they had sworn and bound themselves by mutual curses on the act. Let's skip ahead to chapter 7. Watch this. And all of them together went and took wives. What did they do? They just getting women. Some women were married, just snatching them, killing their covering, which was that man. And you for me. And all of them together went and took wives for themselves, and choosing one for himself, and they began to go into them and to defile themselves with sex with them. And the angels taught them what? Charms and spells. We went over some of this in the necromancy and the witchcraft class, original witchcraft class. Go watch those. And spells and the cuttings of roots, and made them acquainted with plants. And the women, why do you think witches have green skin? It's from the chlorophyll from the plants. It says, and made them acquainted with plants. And the women became pregnant, and they bare large giants whose height was 3,000 cubits or ells. The giants consumed all the work and toil of men. And when men could no longer sustain them, the giants turned against them and devoured mankind. Watch this. And they began to sin against the what? I forgot to highlight. the birds, the fowls of the air, like the Bible said, the beast, the reptiles, which would be the creeping things, and fish. See, now, the Bible didn't mention fish in Genesis chapter 6, but we're going to show you Paul did. We're going to show you. Watch this. And to devour one another's flesh. And what they do? They drank what? Blood. Then the earth laid accusation against the lawless ones. Let's go to 1 Corinthians 15, 39 through 41, because we're getting ready to show you what? We're going to show you like Poison Ivy from Batman, right? Just like that. Yep, they worship the earth and yes, in nature. Yeah, tree huggers. And yeah, a minotaur. Yeah, that's what they call a minotaur. Yeah, mermaids, dog man, Bigfoot. Exactly. This kind of stuff was going on. Crossbreeding things. You shouldn't do that. Yeah, I don't know if y'all have seen that movie. What was that movie with? It was called The Isle of Dr. Monroe or something. Yeah, that kind of stuff was going on. And Hollywood know about this stuff. But watch this. But it says, but Paul says, but the Most High giveth it a body as it had pleased him. What he talking about? You know, a righteous man. And to every seed his own body. Paul is going to let you know this. All flesh is not the same flesh, but there is one kind of men, like Genesis chapter 6 said, of the beast, just like Genesis chapter 6 and Enoch said, another fishes, like Enoch said, and another what? Birds or the fowls of the air. This stuff ain't by coincidence, guys. There is no, you're not supposed to be mixing seeds. Every seed has its own body. Men, fish, beast, and birds. And somebody forgot to tell them fallen angels. Angels, well, really, angels ain't supposed to be procreating at all. Yeshua said they neither marry nor are given in marriage in heaven. So there are also what? Celestial bodies. These angels, they had celestial bodies, but guess what they came and did? Defile all of these other four flesh bodies. They defiled them. See, ain't nobody breaking this stuff down. They ain't breaking this stuff. Our preachers ain't breaking this stuff down to us. They so worried about an offering plate. Yeah, man, we'll give you some offering, but teach us. If you teaching the truth, the people will give to you. Teach, brother. You ain't got to be begging all the time. 3 offerings in one service. Are you crazy? Here, when we were having service here every Sabbath, in the sanctuary over here, we don't even have an offering plate in there. We don't even have no plate. What we do is it's a receptacle at the door when you're getting ready to leave. If you want to give, you can. If you don't, you don't. That's all. You ain't asking no man. I'm trying to tell you. look at TD Jakes and Creflo Dollar on YouTube when they doing their live streams. You see right now, Brother Run, it said 23 watching right now. Look at TD Jakes, he got 4,000 watching. Then you can see on there the $100 super chat. I said, this man ain't teaching no truth, but they sit up there giving this man $100 for some phony baloney stuff. Man, rap ministry, $2 this month. Man, come on, folks. I mean, these dudes ain't teaching not a lick of truth. Probably don't even study. Man, I'm trying to tell y'all. Oh boy, I can't wait till the Most High elevates the truth, where it gets elevated and everybody see these phony balonies out there. But watch this. There are also what? Celestial bodies, angelic bodies, bodies terrestrial. But the glory of the celestial is one, and the glory of the terrestrial is what? Another. There is one glory of the sun, another of the glory of the moon, and the glory of the stars, for each star different from another. But look at this. Look at this. They were corrupted. Let's go to Jubilees chapter 5, 1 through 8. See, we're going to see. Now, Jubilees is not scriptures. I just use it for its historical thing. Everything in it ain't even true. But these people, but you just want to see the similarities of everything. Now, everything in Enoch, oh, that's true. That's the true Ruth. But watch this. Men began to multiply and Torahlessness increased. Watch this. And it came to pass when the children of men began to multiply on the face of the earth. And now some ministries teach that Jubilees is scripture. I don't. They are historical writings that has important significance. That's what I would say. And it came to pass when the children of men began to multiply on the face of the earth, and daughters were born to them, that Malachim, those are angels of Yahweh, saw them on a certain year of this Jubilee, that they were beautiful to look upon, and they took themselves wives of all whom they chose, and they bare unto them sons, and they were giants. And Torahlessness or lawlessness increased in the earth, and all flesh corrupted its way, alike what? Men and cattle and beasts and birds and everything that walks on the earth. All of them corrupted their ways and their what? Their orders. And they began to devour each other, and Torahlessness increased on the earth, and every imagination and thoughts of men was thus evil continually, just like the Bible said. And Yahweh looked upon the earth, and behold, it was corrupt, and all flesh had corrupted its orders. And that's why Paul was talking about it too. Wow. Yeah, I'm trying to tell you, it's something. I don't know how real this is, but I got a picture. Somebody sent me a picture of like some kind of marine animal, but it had like man arms and legs, but you could tell it was like some kind of marine animal. It was disgusting. I said, ugh. I said, they need to get rid of him for people start trying to find more of them and cook them and eat them. But anyway, and Yahweh looked upon the earth, and behold, it was corrupt, and all flesh had corrupted his orders, and all that were upon the face of the earth had wrought all manner of evil before his eyes. And he said that he would destroy man and flesh upon the face of the earth, which he had created. But Noah found what? Free, unmerited favor, grace before the eyes of Yahweh, and against the angels whom he had sent upon the earth, he was exceedingly wroth. Why did the Most High send these angels on the earth? Their job is to watch mankind, and when it's time for the heavenly meetings, they go and report back to the Most High. Can you imagine this time they had to go back? Most High, I'm married now. He said, you what? Michael, Gabriel, bind him up. But he says, but Noah found free unmerited favor before the eyes of Yahweh and the angels whom he had sent on the earth. He was exceedingly wroth, and he gave commandment to root them out of all their dominion. To root these angels out of what? All their dominions, principalities. They got kicked from the habitation that they were supposed to have. They lost it. And he bade us. Jubilees is written as though the angels wrote it. It says, and he bade, I think the Essenes wrote Jubilees. Go look up Essenes on your own. And he bade us to bind them in the depths of the earth. And behold, they are bound in the midst of them and are kept separate. And against their sons and against these angels and against their sons went forth a command from before his face that they should be smitten with the sword and be removed from under heaven. That, these was these giants. They was half angel, half man. Just like the stories of the Titans and all that, they could fly and do all kind of stuff. These are the stories the Grecians told stories about these ancient men right here. But the angel said, we would commit him to smite them with the sword and to be removed from under heaven. And he, the Most High, said, my spirit shall not always abide on man, for they are also flesh, and their days shall be 120 years. All right. So guess what? The Most High had to destroy him. That was the purpose of the flood, to kill everything on the earth. And then too, the angels slew them too. The Most High had to get rid of everything, every hybrid thing that was out there. Watch this. Let's go to Josephus, Antiquities 1.3.1. We got a Josephus right here. Get you one. Now, this is the posterity or the seed of self continue to esteem God as the Lord of the universe and to have an entire regard to virtue for 7 generations. But in a process of time, they were what? Perverted and forsook the practices of their forefathers, and neither did pay those honors to God which were appointed to them, nor had they any concern to do justice towards men. But for what degree of zeal they had formerly shown for virtue, they now showed by their actions a double degree of wickedness. You can go read Jasher, and it tells you about in Seth's son Enosh. They start to worship things that they shouldn't have been worshiping. What were they worshiping? Probably them giants. Go read it. All right, but it says, and in the Bible, let me go to it real quick. I'm gonna show you about something real quick. Just a little side thought. Hold on. All right, this is Genesis chapter 4, verse 26. Watch this. And as for Seth, to him also was born a son, and to him he named him what? Enosh. Then men began to call on the name of the Lord. And so most Christians read that and they said, they were praising the Lord. No, they were not. That in the Hebrew, it means they began to profane the name of the Lord. Look it up. Go get you a concordance and look that up. I ain't making this stuff up. But watch this. Now watch this. But for what degree of zeal they had formerly shown for virtue, they now showed by their action a double degree of wickedness, whereby they made God to be their enemy. For many angels of God accompanied with women, and begat sons, prove unjust and despisers of all that was good on the account of the confidence they had in their own strength. For the tradition is that these men did resemble the acts of those whom the Grecians call what? Giants. The Greeks, the giants, Zeus, Thor, all of them. It says, but Noah, what Noah was very uneasy at what they did, and being displeased at their conduct, persuaded them to change their dispositions and their acts for the better. But seeing they did not yield to him, but were what? They were slaves to who was doing these angels, these fallen angels and their offspring was leading them into these things. Because they taught them all kind of stuff, but were slaves to their wicked pleasures. He was afraid they would kill him together with his wife and children and those they had married. So he departed out of that land. Now God loved this man for his what? His righteousness. Yet he not only condemned those other men for their wickedness, but determined to destroy the whole race of mankind and to make another race that it should be pure from their wickedness. Whoa. What you mean? Another race of mankind. He had to get rid of those hybrids, and that should be pure from wickedness, and cutting short their lives and making their years not so many as they formerly lived, but 120 only. He turned the dry land and the sea, and thus were all these men destroyed, but Noah alone was saved, Noah and his family. Let's go to Enoch 10, 11 through 19. We're getting close to them being demons. Watch this. Enoch 10, 11 through 19. And the Most High said unto Michael, the archangel, go, bind Shemjaza and his associates, who have united themselves with women so as to have defiled themselves with them in all their uncleanness. And when their sons have slain one another, and they have seen the destruction of their beloved ones, bind them fast for 70 generations. In the valleys of the earth, to the day of their judgment and their consummation, to the great judgment, till the judgment that is forever and ever is consummated. In those days they shall be led off to the abyss of fire, and to the torment and the prison in which they shall be confined forever. So demons are torturing their fathers. Stop acting stupid. Only people down there doing the torturing is the angels that God assigned to go down there to Sheol. But anyway, till the judgment that is forever and ever is consummated. In those days they shall be led off to the abyss of fire and to torment and the prison in which they shall be confined forever. No, it's not forever, because it just told you till the day of their judgment. But forever just means, forever in this situation just means till the day of their judgment. They've been down there a long time now. Don't a lot of people say, oh, well, hell ain't forever. Don't you be fooled. A lot of people been down there for thousands of years. Oh, they been punished. And this is how the Most High's mercy endures forever. At some point, what does he do? He kills them in the lake of fire. That's the mercy right there. All right, your punishment over. Now you're being destroyed. That's how his mercy endured forever. But watch this. It says, and whosoever shall be condemned and destroyed will from thenceforth be bound together with them to the end of all generations, and destroy all the spirit, and to what? Destroy all, to destroy. That's the purpose of the lake of fire, for destruction. And to destroy all the spirits of reprobate and the children of the watchers, because what? They have wronged us. Destroy all wrong from the face of the earth, and let every evil work come to an end, and let the plant of righteousness and truth appear. What was Enoch prophesying about? He was prophesying about two things. One, Moses coming with the law, and then Yeshua as well too. That's what people don't get. It says, and it shall prove a blessing. The works of righteousness shall be planted in truth, and joy forevermore. And then shall all the righteous escape, and shall live till they beget thousands of children, and all the days of their youth and their old age shall they complete in peace. And then shall the whole earth be what? Tilled in righteousness. We know that ain't the case today. I just told you Memphis about to break a record on murders. It says, and shall be planted with trees in other cities like Detroit, Chicago, what they call it, Chirac, all the killing going on there. It says, and then shall the whole earth be tilled in righteousness, and shall be planted with trees, and be full of blessing. And we're going to stop it right there. We're going to move it ahead. Because what? These angels, Simjaza and his associates, the Most High didn't spare them. For if the Most High spare not the angels that sin, but cast them down where? To hell, to Tataru. That's the bottomless pit, if you look to behind that Greek word. And delivered them what? Into chains of darkness, to be reserved unto judgment. We went over this in the hell class. And spare not the old world, but save Noah, the eighth person, a preacher of righteousness, bringing in the flood upon the world of the ungodly, and turning the cities of what? Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes. Condemn them with an overthrow, making them an example unto all those that shall live ungodly. He made an example out of them. What did he do? He destroyed them. That's what he do. He make an example out of people. And delivered just Lot, or righteous Lot, Lot was vexed with filthy conversation or conduct of the wicked. For that righteous man dwelling among them, and seeing and hearing, vexed his righteous soul from day to day with their unlawful deeds. The Lord knoweth how to deliver the godly out of what? Temptations. He don't know how to. No, he knows how to deliver the godly. The ungodly, they just stay in their stuff. But Lot was vexed with what we're going to show you what they were doing. The Lord knoweth how to deliver the godly out of temptation. Oh, yeah. I love the King James Version, though. It's so poetic the way it speaks. I love it. But I have other I got over 20-something different Bible translations. I just like to see what they all say. It says, the Lord knoweth how to deliver the godly out of temptation, and to reserve the just until the day of judgment, to be what? Punished. Let's look at Jude 6 and 7. You know, Judges is only one chapter. Jude is just only one. I don't know why I keep calling it Judges. Jude is only one chapter. And the angels, watch this, which kept not their first estate. What was their first estate? They were watchers, but left their own habitation. He hath reserved in everlasting chains under darkness unto the judgment of the great day. So if these angels, and this ain't even Satan, this ain't his fall. This is the second fall. I did a class called The Legends of the Fall. It's not on YouTube. I need to put it up there. I did it maybe about 3 years ago in the church. And it says, and the angels which kept not their first estate, they were watchers, but left their own habitation. He hath reserved in everlasting chains under darkness until the judgment of the great day. What? So Satan not down there. Satan is in the heavenlies, and he can come to and fro from the earth, up and down, till one day it's not going to be a place found for him. But watch this. But I'm going to tell you that these guys are still yet under Satan. Satan influenced them. Do you know, if you read the book of Daniel, when Daniel prayed, he had to go through those, that angel had to come through those dominions. So when these watchers come down here, they are influenced by Satan on their way down. They got Satan to mess them up. But for their punishment, Semjaza and them other 200 angels, they're locked up in a bottomless pit. One day, Satan gonna be thrown down there with them for 1,000 years. I wish the Most High just let them loose so they can just pop them up outside the head. Look, you see what you did to us? But now they gonna be down there. The angels gonna be doing all the tormenting. But watch this. But the Most High is going to liken what those angels did to Sodom and Gomorrah. Watch this. Even as Sodom and Gomorrah, or like as Sodom and Gomorrah, and the cities about them in like manner, giving themselves over to fornication and going after strange flesh. He said, the Jews said the angels went after strange flesh, just like Sodom and Gomorrah. What would be strange flesh for celestial beings? Humans, fish, beast, creeping things. No, this ain't explained in our churches, but it's in our Bibles. Some of you got to ask me, oh, how did angels go after what strange flesh did angels go after, Reverend so-and-so? Watch this. And the angels which kept not their first estate, but left their own habitation, he hath reserved in everlasting chains under darkness until the day of great judgment. Even as, meaning them angels did even as Sodom and Gomorrah did. They went after, Sodom and Gomorrah went after strange flesh, and the angels did too. But what? But going after strange flesh are set forth for an example, suffering the vengeance of eternal fire. We're going to show you what they were doing. This is 1 Corinthians 15, 39 through 40. I just want to show you this again. All flesh is not the same flesh, but there is one kind of flesh of men, of flesh of beasts, another fishes, and another birds. There are also celestial bodies. These are the orders, and they need to stay as such. But strange flesh. Let's see what that strange flesh Sodom and Gomorrah went after. Jasher 18, 11 through 15. And in those days, all of the people of Sodom and Gomorrah and of the whole 5 cities were exceedingly wicked and sinful against the Lord, and they provoked the Lord with their abominations, and they strengthened in aging. And they strengthened in aging abominably and scornfully before the Lord, and their wickedness and their crimes in those days were great before the Lord. And they had in their land a very extensive valley, about a half-day walk. And in it there were fountains of water and a great deal of herbage surrounding the water. Watch this. And all of the people of Sodom and Gomorrah, what they do? They went there, what? 4 times in the year. 4 times. With their wives and their children and all belonging to them, and they rejoiced there with timbrels and dance, and they were worshiping other gods, by the way. And in the time of rejoicing, they would all arise and lay hold of their neighbors' wives, and some the virgin daughters of their neighbors, and they enjoyed them. That's why Christmas, Yule, Saturnalia, all of those were raunchy times where anything went. It says, and each man saw his wife and daughter in the hands of his neighbor, and did not say a word. Just let them do it. You folk coming here messing with my wife and my daughters. Oh, you gonna pay. Brother Ronnie is gonna be on TV when, you know, in the back where they have those little measurements, you know, with the white paper with the measurements. Oh, I'm gonna be locked up. You ain't doing none of that to my wife and my daughters. I have 2 daughters and a wife. One wife, folks. One. It says, and they did so from the morning to night, and they after returned each man to his house, and each woman to her tent. So they did always what? 4 times a year. These weren't nothing but the pagan solstices. There are 4 solstice days. You got I'm drawing a blank. You got your spring solstice, you got your fall solstice, your summer solstice, and you got your winter solstices. 4 times in the year. Let me show you something. 4 times in a year, what they did. Because this is what witches use. They use for the wheel of the year for all their little pagan stuff. But there are 4 main Sabbaths that they keep. The vernal equinox is spring. That's what we know as Easter. Summer solstice. I used to always wonder, what is the summer solstice? What's going down in that? So I'm gonna show you what goes down, and we all doing it today. All right, but watch this. Fall. In the fall, you have your harvest festivals, Halloween. Summer solstice, it's vacation time. Now, Brother Runner saying don't go on vacation. No, but I'm gonna show you what they used to do. It says fall, harvest festivals, like Halloween, and you know, they just had a little festivals. Winter solstice, Yule, which equals Saturnalia and Christmas. But look down on the bottom, and you can see on the wheel of the year down at the bottom, Litha, which is June 21st, the summer solstice. It said it's called Midsummer's. What's that classic poem, the Midsummer Night Dream? What is it called? Midsummer's Night Dream. Go read that. But watch this. Midsummer is one of the 4 solar holidays and is considered the turning point in which summer reaches its height and the sun shines its longest. Among the Wiccan Sabbaths, or the witches' Sabbath, midsummer is preceded by what? Beltane. A lot of sacrifices go on around in Beltane. You know, right when May getting ready to come around. And followed by Lammas and Luga, or whatever they say. Some Wiccan traditions call the festival Litha, a name occurring in Bede's The Reckoning of Time. Who is Bede or Bede or Bede? He was a monk. He was a monk that wrote a book. But he telling you the truth. He says in The Reckoning of Time, the Temporum Rationae 8th century, which preserves a list of the then obsolete Anglo-Saxon names for the 12 months. I'm going to skip ahead. It said, Beatty writes that Litha, watch what Litha means. It means gentle or navigable. What does navigable mean? Able to be traversed or traveled across. Because what? In these months, the calm breezes are gentle, and they were wont not to sail upon they wanted to sail upon the what? The smooth sea. This is the best time. It's warm weather. Oh, it's warm weather. Though, oh, the water is nice. We can travel now. That's what we get vacation time for. You can go vacation all time of the year. But this is the year that they will be on the seas and traveling from place to place. What places were they traveling to? The places where they would do paganism and witchcraft and all that kind of stuff. It says, modern Druids celebrate this day as the festival as Alban Heffen. The sun is great in his greatest strength is greeted and celebrated on this holiday. While it is the most greatest strength of their solar current, it also marks a turning point for the sun, which also begins its decline as the wheel of the year turns. That's up there. Arguably the most important festival of Druid traditions, due to the great focus on the sun and its light as a symbol of divine inspiration. Druid divine inspiration. We saw this demons. They worshiping demons. Druids groups frequently celebrate this event at Stonehenge. A lot of people, they summer. Did you go anywhere? Oh yeah, we went over to across. We went to Green. You know, all these places. The Bible says that summer is for work. But we've been in this society so long that we're still following their Anglo-Saxon pagan wheel of the year. We still doing it. We doing that stuff unknowingly. And I'm gonna say a lot of a lot of white people are realizing this too, and they coming out of this stuff. They like, hey, this stuff pagan, this is wicked. We don't need to be in this stuff. Christmas, Easter, and all that. Stonehenge. This is one of the places they would travel to. The Bible said that it's you go to Proverbs 6:6. We're talking. You got to be like the ant. The ant working in the summer. The ant working in the spring, the summer, so that they will have for what? For the what? For the winter. Let's keep it moving. I hope y'all understanding this today. Enoch 7, 5 through 6. Because what did they do? And they began to sin against the birds, the beasts, the reptiles. Just showing you this again. And to devour one another's flesh. And to what? Drink blood. Then the earth laid accusation against the lawless ones. Drinking blood. Well, that's why we so fascinated with zombies and vampires. The Most High had to destroy all of this stuff. He destroyed them, but guess what? They came in another form. They watch this. Enoch 15, 8 through 12. We ain't even got to the New Testament yet. Yes. But this is what they did. Just because you go somewhere, you just go somewhere to go somewhere. You see what I mean? But you're not worshiping demons and all that stuff. I used to always just wonder, well, I see all of this. I see all of this. Easter. I know the spring solstice, the winter solstice. I know what out in the fall. I know what they celebrate. What are they doing in the summer? Hit me like a ton of bricks. Oh my goodness. That movie is about summer break, all that stuff. Brother Ronnie. Brother Jeremiah, when we come, every time we come to your church, you always telling us something pagan. Well, it is what it is. Sometimes, brother just got to tell you. Enoch 15, 8 through 12. Then we'll skip to 16, verses 16 and 1 and 2. Watch this. And now the giants, that's the offspring of the women in the fallen angels, Simjaza and his 200 associates, who are produced from the spirits and flesh, shall be called what? Evil spirits upon the earth. The earth, and on the earth shall be their dwelling. Evil spirit. That's why he said, take the sword, kill them, get them out of the heavenly realms. But it says, the earth and the earth shall be their dwelling. Evil spirits have proceeded from their bodies because they are born from men, and from the holy watchers is their beginning and primal origin. That is the origin of demons, the holy union between the watchers and the men that produced giants. The giants were killed by the angels with the sword, because the flood is not what would have drowned them. These dudes had powers. The angels had to come and slay their behinds. It says, they shall be evil spirits on the earth, and evil spirits they shall be called. As for the spirits in heaven shall be their dwellings. But as for the spirits of the earth, which were born upon the earth, these demons, these giants were born on the earth. On the earth shall be their dwellings. And the spirits of the giants, which are demons, what do? They afflict, they oppress, they destroy, they attack, they do battle and work destruction on the earth. And what they do? They cause trouble. They take no food, but never do. They can't eat because why? They don't have bodies. Angels, when they came down here, they could eat because they had celestial bodies. They could still eat. You can see when angels appeared looking like men, they ate, they drank. It says, but nevertheless, hunger and thirst. They can't eat, but they still hungry and they thirsty. They cause offenses. They were wondering why are we arguing? These demons and evil spirits. And these spirits shall rise up against the children of men and against the women, because they have proceeded from them. They mad. You get to stay in a body and we want a body. That's why they always trying to hunt and trying to possess you. trying to oppress you. Skip to 16, verse 1. From the days of the slaughter and destruction of the death of the giants, from the souls of whose flesh the spirits having gone forth shall destroy without incurring judgment. Thus shall they destroy until the day of consummation, the great judgment in which this age will be consummated over the watchers and the godless, yea, shall be wholly consummated. Let's go to Enoch 19, and then we're going to get to the Bible, back to the Bible. Enoch 19 and 1. And Uriel, this is one of the 7 archangels, and Uriel said to me, the angels who have had sex with women shall stand here, and their spirits, having assumed many different forms, are defiling mankind. What shall they do? And shall lead them astray into sacrificing to demons as God. Blood. Here shall they stand until the day of the great, which they shall be judged and are made an end of. They will be destroyed one day. Go to Deuteronomy, because guess what? Enoch prophesied this. Let's see it in the Bible. Deuteronomy 32, 15 through 18. Moses said, but Jeshurun waxed fat. What is Jeshurun? You ask your average Christian, what is Jeshurun? I don't know. That's a poetic way to say Jerusalem or Israel. But Jeshurun waxed fat, kicked. Thou art waxing fat. They prosperous. Thou art grown thick. Thou art covered with fatness. Then he forsook God, which made him, and lightly esteemed the rock of his salvation. They provoked him to jealousy with what? Strange gods. With the abomination provoked them, they him to anger. They sacrificed unto devils or demons. Sair, demons. Not to God, to gods who came what? Who they knew not. To new gods that came newly up. These were new gods. These were hybrid gods. We had the Most High God, Yeshua, the angels. Those are all Elohim too. They are gods. But these folks that they start to worship now, these are new gods that came newly up. This ain't what the Most High said for it. Whom your fathers feared not. Of the rock that begot thee, thou art unmindful, and hast forgotten God which formed thee. Psalms 106. We ain't gonna read all of this. Well, yeah, I will. It says, they did not destroy Israel did not destroy the nations concerning whom the Lord commanded them. The Most High was telling them, get rid of them. Don't learn their ways. But what were they? But they were mingled among the heathen and learned their works and served their idols or images, which were a snare unto them. Yea, they sacrificed their sons and their daughters unto what? Devils or what? Demons or Damians. And what they do? Shed innocent blood, even the blood of their sons and their daughters, and of their daughters, whom they sacrificed unto idols of Canaan, and the land was polluted with blood. We doing all this stuff today. I ain't sacrificing my kid. A lot of people are killing their babies. Abortion. That's murder. Why do they do it? I'm not ready. It's gonna put a cramp in my lifestyle. I don't have enough money for that. You ain't had no money before you laid down. Look at Paul, table of demons. Are you eating from the table of demons? Wherefore, my dearly beloved, flee idolatry. Christmas, Easter, those are idolatry. Those are days for who? Baal. You might think it's to Christ. Yes, we didn't change it and said we didn't Christianize the stuff, but the Most High said, don't worship me that way. But at the end of the day, it's to Baal, whether you know it or not. He says, I speak as to wise men, judge ye what I say. The cup of the blessings which we bless, is it not the communion of the blood of Christ? Passover? The bread which we break, is it not the communion of the body of Christ? For we being one, for we being many are one bread and one body, for we are all partakers of that one bread. What? The communion. The Passover. He says, behold, Israel after the flesh, are not they which eat of the sacrifices partakers of the altar? That's talking about Levitical priests. What say I then? That the idol is anything, or that which is offered in sacrifice to idols is anything? But I say that the things which the Gentiles sacrifice, they sacrifice to what? Devils. When? at their little pagan festivals. They would go to the temple of Artemis. They would do temple prostitution in there. Men sleeping with men, women with women, woman with man, wild orgies, all of that stuff. But then they would drink the blood of animals. That's what they would do. But see, Paul is talking to he talking to these people. He said, don't do this stuff no more. He said, and not to God. And I would not that ye should have fellowship with what? Demons or devils. You cannot drink of the cup of the Lord and the cup of devils. You can't keep going to Artemis temple and then think you're going to come to the Most High temple. You're going to just do both. You can't do both. He said, ye cannot be partakers of the Lord's table and the tables of devils. And then when you keep reading, Paul said, all things are lawful for me. And that's what Christians lose their mind. Paul ain't talking about that you ain't got to keep no law. He is saying, just like today, there are strip clubs. There is no law against strip clubs. I will not be locked up in Memphis, Tennessee if I went to a strip club. He said, same thing with them. These temple of Artemis, Diana of the Ephesians, the temple of Zeus, the 7 great wonders of the world, where they would go and do these things. He said, it's lawful, but it's not helpful for me to do. But see, when Christians see it, they say, oh, we can eat all things. It ain't even talking about clean and unclean animals. Because a lot of times I was watching this documentary, well, it's a movie about Alexander the Great the other day, and it showed them at a temple, and on the table were all kind of animals that they were getting ready to sacrifice. Now, the stuff that didn't get cooked or eaten, a lot of those things, which were clean animals, ended up in the shambles of the markets. So what they didn't use, they put it in the markets and people bought them. And a lot of Christians were like, was that meat that was offered up to idols? Was that chopped up at that temple? That's what Paul be talking about when he be talking about just pray over it and eat it. He don't be talking. We got to get the concept behind this stuff. Yeah, spiritual sacrifices happen all the time. Putting his kids' photos on. I don't know about that, but if he doing that, that's wrong. That's wrong. But watch this. We are no longer. What are we supposed to be doing? Romans 12, 1 through 2. And I ain't even got to how to get rid of the demons yet. I've been talking an hour. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of God, that ye what? Present your bodies a living sacrifice. What? Holy, acceptable unto God, which is your reasonable service. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may what? Prove what? What is that good? What is good according to Paul? He said the law is spiritual, holy, just, and good. But he said, but I am carnal, sold under sin. We got to get that down. It said that is good and acceptable. We're supposed to be living sacrifices, proving that what God has said to Moses and to Yeshua, to his disciples and his disciples to the rest of the world, proving that it is what? Good and perfect. But watch this. Hebrews 13, 15 through 16. By him, therefore, let us offer the sacrifice of praise to God continually. Are you doing that? I'm going to tell you, that is the key. That is the main key to keeping demons out your life too. That is the fruit of our lips, giving thanks to his name, but to do good and to communicate, forget not, for with such sacrifice, God is well pleased. I'm going to tell you, you need to be spending time in his word. You need to be spending time in what? Prayer. You need to be spending time, just all the praising all the time. What are you watching on TV? Is everything, every time you listen to something, always secular stuff, but you ain't watching nothing holy? Listen to all this junk and bunk. I don't even know what the new songs are today. Hey, it may be one or two. You work at a school, you have little sock hops and stuff. You hear the stuff. You know what I'm saying? I know when I was younger, I used to be the DJ at the sock hops. The DJ, I had all the popping music. As time went on and I started getting into the word and stuff, and they be looking at me, man, why are you playing that? Put the new stuff on. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I heard Giselle was a witch. I heard that, but I ain't know nothing about no putting children's pictures on altars and stuff. Woo. Well, all right, let's keep it moving. Let's go to 17:6. Watch this. I told you these demons, they after what? Blood. They want you dead. They want and they know the way to get you dead is to get you to offer up. They want worship and they want you dead. Watch this. Leviticus 6:17, 6-14. And the priest shall sprinkle the blood upon the altar of the door. This is what the Levitical priest, this is what their job. But what now what? And they shall no more offer their sacrifices to devils or demons, after whom they have gone a whoring. This shall be a statute forever unto them throughout their generations. And thou shalt say unto them, whatsoever man there be of the house of Israel, or the strangers which sojourn among them, that offer up a burnt offering of sacrifice, and bring it not unto the door of the tabernacle of the congregation, to offer it unto the Lord, not devils and demons, even that man shall be cut off from his people. Cut off. You know how you cut the light off? Ain't no more light. He cut you off, ain't no more you. And whatsoever a man there is be of the house of Israel, or the strangers that sojourn among you, that eateth any manner of blood, I will even set my face against their soul that eateth blood, and will cut him off from among his people. Cut you off. Eat blood. They were doing this, and all the other people. So that when you get to Colossians chapter 2, when Paul said, don't let nobody judge you in a feast or a holy day, or food and drink. He said, don't let nobody. What would they see? Most Christians, see, we ain't got to keep. No, that is not what that means. Paul was called to Gentiles. Gentiles were keeping pagan things. So now they're turning to the Most High, keeping his feast days, doing what they're supposed to do. Let me turn to that real quick. I'm trying to tell y'all, hit that like button, folks. I see we got 26 watching. Hit that like button. Let me go to Colossians, because they love Colossians. Talking about, we ain't got to do. We can eat what we want. We can do what we want. No. Watch this. Having is Colossians 2:15. Yeshua, what he do? Having disarmed principalities and powers. They are disarmed. If you're doing righteousness, they can't mess with you. It says, having disarmed principalities and powers, he made a public spectacle of them, triumphant over them. So let no one judge you in food or drink. See, they said we can eat what we want, drink what we want. We can drink. We can't drink no beer though. We can't drink no alcohol though. But why can't a person use this and say, you can't judge me on what I'm drinking? Go watch our Can Christians Drink Alcohol class. So let no one judge you in food or in drink, or regarding a festival or a new moon or Sabbath. These were Gentiles. They weren't keeping this thing, and they weren't living amongst Israelites. So who would be judging them? Who? The other pagans. Oh, you too good. You can't drink blood now? Oh, you too good. You can't go to the temple of Artemis now? Oh, you too good. Okay. All right. But watch this, to let you know that these things are, he said, these are a shadow of things to come. The feast days that we keep, they're a shadow of what's to come in the millennial kingdom. What's coming in the millennial kingdom? The shadow that you're practicing. You're getting ready. If we follow this, we'll know when Christ's coming. He coming back at tabernacles. Y'all better know. At trumpets and tabernacles. He coming. That's why Paul said, we in the light. We ain't gonna be overtaken as a thief in the night. It ain't gonna be, that day ain't gonna overtake us, because we gonna see what's going on. But told you, Peter said Paul's writings hard to understand. Mm-hmm. All right. But he said, don't eat blood. Don't eat blood. We ain't gonna read all this to save time. Don't eat blood. They were eating blood to demons. Vampires are demons, devils. Let's go to Revelation 20:1-3. We're gonna show you what the bottomless pit. Them angels, them angels that sin Simjaza and his 200 associates, they in this bottomless pit with a great chain. Watch this. And I saw an angel come down from heaven, having the key of the bottomless pit and a great chain in his hand. And he laid hold on the dragon, that old serpent, which is the devil and Satan, and bound him 1,000 years, and cast him into the bottomless pit. But I'm gonna tell you, Satan will be joining the mother angels that he influenced. We are only dealing with 10% of the demons. Brother Runner, how you know that? Oh, I'm going to show you. Jubilees 10, 1 through 9. Watch this. Unclean demons begin to lead the sons of Noah astray. Now, this after the flood. This is when the earth is what? Repopulated. Repopulated. It says, and in the third week of this Jubilee, the unclean demons began to lead the sons of Noah astray, and to make to err and destroy them. And the sons of Noah came to Noah, their father, and they took hold of him concerning the demons. It says, who? Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Look at these. They are leading us astray. We done repopulate, and they still doing wicked. Now, watch what Noah does. And he prayed before Yahweh, his sovereign leader or ruler, and said, Yahweh of the spirits of all flesh, who have shown mercy unto me and have saved me and my sons from the waters of the flood, and have not caused me to perish as you did the sons of perdition. Now, it's some more parts to part 3. It's just super long. This is just a lot of his prayer, so I cut it off and went straight to verse 4. It says, but do you bless me and my sons that we may increase and multiply and replenish the earth? And you know how your watchers, see, look at this. The Bible say they angels. Jubilee say it. Josephus says it. Just a whole bunch of sources saying it. It must be right. And you know how your watchers, the fathers of these spirits, acted in my day. As for these spirits which are living, imprison them and hold them fast in the place of condemnation, and let them not bring destruction on the sons of your servant, my sovereign ruler. For these are malignant. They're malignant and created in order. Or you ever heard of a malignant tumor, cancer? That's a disease. Demons cause this stuff. For these are malignant and created in order to destroy. And let them not rule over the spirits of the living, for you alone can exercise dominion over them. And let them not have power over the sons of the righteous from henceforth and evermore. And Yahweh, our sovereign ruler, this is an angel saying, then Yahweh, he bade us to bind all these demons. And the chief of spirits, that's Satan, Mastema, came and said, Yahweh, creator, let some of them remain before me and let them listen to my voice. The devil has to ask for permission. Go read when Yeshua was talking to Peter. He said, Peter, Satan wants to sift you as wheat. But Yeshua wouldn't let him do it. Job, Satan had to ask, can I get Job? The righteous, he can't touch. But watch this. And the chief of spirits, Mastema, came and said, Yahweh, creator, let some of them remain before me and let them listen to my voice and do all that I say unto them. For if some of them are not left to me, I shall not be able to execute the power of my will on the sons of men. Moses should have said, you the one said you going to dominate his seed. Well, you don't need no help. For these are the corruption and leading astray before my judgment, for great is the wickedness of the sons of men. And the Most High, what he say? Let the 10th part of them remain before him, and let 9 parts descend into the place of condemnation. But you said Mastema, that don't say Satan. Let's go to Mastema in the dictionary angels. Mastema, the accusing angel. Who is the accuser of the brethren? Satan. But here it says, like Satan. No, this is Satan. He works for God as a tempter and an executioner. He is the prince of evil. Who would that be? Satan. It says the book of Jubilees and the Zodikite fragments and the Dead Sea Scrolls, where Mastema is the angel of adversity or the adversary, father of all evil. Satan. Yet he is subservient to God. Go watch our class when it says when God uses Satan. You'll see. But he's subservient. He know better. He never said that I'm gonna exalt my throne above the Most High. He said he said I'm gonna be like the Most High. he still got some sense. It was Mastema who tried to kill Moses in the incident mentioned in Exodus 4:2, and who hardened Pharaoh's heart. Although according to Midrash, it was Uzzah who did this. There is a legend that Mastema appealed to God to spare some of the demons so that he might execute the power of his will on the sons of man. God apparently thought this was a good idea and permitted 1/10 of the demons to remain at large in the service of Mastema or Satan. It is also claimed that Mastema helped the Egyptian sorcerers when Moses and Aaron appeared before Pharaoh to perform their magical tricks. It says CL Belial, that's another name in the Bible for Satan. It said Satan. We only did all this wickedness, and we only dealing with 10%, because the demons, most of the 90% of the demons are in hell. But watch this, Ephesians 6. You hear the Christians, you say, loose here now, Lucifer. I know some people say, loose here, Lucifer. I send you straight from hell from which you came, Lucifer. The devil didn't come from hell. Do you know the devil was a heavenly being too? We just be praying some crazy stuff. Mm-hmm. Is that true of Exodus 4? I don't know. That's just a tradition. I just read the information and pass it on to you guys. I pass it on to you guys. But Ephesians 6:10-12, finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to stand against the scheming, the methodia, the methods, the scheming, the plans, the plots of the devil. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against what? Principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. There's Satan and his fallen angels. Not the second group of fallen angels, not them. Satan, and they're in the heavenly realms. They back and forth. But the demons, 90% of them are in the bottomless pit. 90% of them are there along with their fathers. Simjaza, them fallen angels that left their estate, and then 10% remain in the earth realm. They can't go to heaven because they were born here on the earth. That's why Enoch said they stay here. But in the end of the day, Satan ruler over all of them. Watch this. This is Luke 11:15. But some of them said, they was the people, they were saying Jesus, Yeshua cast out devils through demons by Beelzebub. Beelzebub is another name for Satan. He is the what? The chief or the prince of demons. You said, brother, right? That said chief. They don't say prince. Further, you can read these on your own. They all say prince of demons, prince of demons, prince of demons, prince of demons, prince and demons. The New King James says the chief of devils. Demons. Let's keep it moving. Enoch 54:1-6. Because just to show you that they're all subject to Satan. They're all of them fallen angels, they still were subject. How did they get influenced? On their way down from heaven, down to the earth to watch men, they were influenced by Satan. So where is Satan? I'm gonna show you where he is. Oh, wrong way. Now, this is where he is, in heavenly in high places. He influenced them. It's battles going on, guys. It's spiritual warfare. All right, but we only dealing with 10% of them. Let me get back to my spot. And I'm going the wrong way. There we go. All right. So there are what? In verse 6 down there. In verse 6 it said, and Michael and Gabriel and Raphael and Phanuel shall take hold of them. And who? Them angels that sinned, he put them down in the bottom of this pit. Later on, when Noah then was starting to repopulate, the 90% of the demons were put down into the bottomless pit as well. All right, John 8:44. Watch this. Because that's the devil is the chief of demons. He's the chief, the master, the ruler of demons. They under his authority. What do they want to do? John 8:44, you are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye shall do. Now that devil right there, that is not demons. I'm gonna show you what that word is. And the lust of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning. How was Satan a murderer from the beginning? He killed Adam. How did he kill? How did he kill Adam? Got him and his wife to eat, and death was introduced. He murdered man. He was a murderer from the beginning and bold not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh the lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it. John 10:10. The thief come, the devil, he want these angels to do what? To steal, these demons to do what? Steal, kill, and destroy you. The thief coming not but to steal your joy away, steal your peace away. Still, we even want to mess you up financially, because a lot of time these demons that we have, drinking, drug addictions, sex addictions, whatever, food addictions, which make you sick and all that kind of stuff, it can cost you your job. I am come that the Yeshua said, I come that they might have life, but the devil with his little demons and evil spirits, guess what they do? They are here to steal, kill, and destroy you. But at the top, it said, you're of your father, the devil. That's not Damien or Diamanaze. That is Diablos. Diablos. It says devil, prone to slander, slanderous, accusing falsely, false accuser. Matthew, now we finna see what Yeshua came to get rid of all of this stuff. All of he came to destroy the works of the devil. Matthew 4:23-25. And Yeshua went out. This is when he getting ready to start his ministry. And Yeshua went about all Galilee, teaching in all their synagogues and preaching the gospel of the kingdom and healing what? Healing some, all manner of sickness. And what? All manner of disease among the people. Ain't sickness and disease the same thing? No. We're going to show you what it is. And his fame went throughout all Syria, and they brought unto him all sick people that were taken with divers diseases and what? Torments. There's their job to torment you. And those which were possessed with devils or demons. And those which were what? Lunatic. If you look it up, that word lunatic, it'll tell you moonstruck or epileptics. You know, they said, I ain't gonna let me keep it moving. but these two different, well, all sickness and disease, they're different. In verse 24, you see disease. That disease is the same as the word sickness up there. All right, let me go ahead and show you. All manner of sickness. Sickness, that word is nosas. It says disease, sickness, infirmity, of an uncertain affinity down at the bottom, a malady, rarely figuratively of moral disability, but it says disease, infirmity, sickness. Now the other one is that this was sickness, what we just showed you in the first one. The second one is diseases. It is malakia. Malakia. It says, watch this, disease, softness. In the New Testament, infirmity, debilitating, debility, bodily weakness. Diseases usually last longer than what? Sicknesses. All right. But what were they? It says they were what? Let's go back here. It says, verse 24, and his fame went throughout all Syria, and they brought unto him all sick people that were taken, that were what? That were taken with divers disease and torments, and those which were demon possessed. We won't look at that word taken. It's afflict, to afflict. Like those demons in Enoch, it says one of their job is to afflict. Watch this. To be taken with. That word is signeko. But watch this. I'm going to go just skip to the yellow. It says, well, I go up here. It says to press on every side, to hold completely, to hold fast, want your body to stay diseased, prisoner. Down part B, it says to be held by, closely occupied with any business. They just want to mess with you all the time. In teaching the word, that's not the one we listen to, but watch this, to constrain, to oppress. It's a difference between oppressed and possessed. It says, of ills laying hold of one and distressing him, to be held with, afflicted. We're going to keep it moving. Torment, It said these things, they want to torment you. It says a what? That word is basasanos. It says torment, a touchstone, like touchstone pictures. Oh, no, there's something else. Which is a black Sicilian stone used to test the purity of gold or silver by the color of the streak produced on it by rubbing it with either metal. But this is the one I'm looking for, the rack, or instrument of torture. They want to torture you. Sickness and disease does not feel good, guys. They do not feel good. Why don't they feel good? It's torture. Sickness is death in operation. Stay sick long enough, and guess what? You're gonna die. Yeshua said, I come to bring what? Life. How do these sicknesses, a lot of our sicknesses come upon us? We don't get our proper rest. We don't sleep. We don't rest and sleep like we should. We don't eat like we should. We don't exercise these bodies like we should. Possessed with devils. That word is daimonoze. Like you can see the word Damien in there. It says possessed with devils, possessed with the devil, love devils, vexed with the devil, possessed with a devil, have a devil, to be under the power of a demon. Are you under the power of a demon? Why do you think they say we under the influence? Why do you think they call when you go to a wine place or whatever you buy alcohol, wine and spirits? They're trying to say. 2 Corinthians 12, 7 through 10. We getting through it. Watch this. Paul said he had a messenger of Satan sent to him to buffet him. Watch this. And lest I should be exalted above measure through the abundance of the revelations, there was given to me a thorn in the flesh, the messenger of Satan, to buffet me, lest I should be exalted above measure. For this thing I besought the Lord thrice, 3 times, that it might depart from me. I'm telling you, Brother Ronnie, I rarely get sick. And if I do, it's gone in a day. 2 at the most. Rarely get sick. It said, for this thing I besought the Lord thrice, that it might depart from me. And he said to me, my grace is sufficient for thee, for my strength is made perfect in weakness. Most gladly, therefore, I would rather glory in my infirmities, the power of Christ may what? Rest upon me. Therefore, I take pleasure in infirmities, in reproaches, in necessity, in persecution, in distresses, for Christ's sake, for then I am weak. For he said, for when I am weak, what? I am what? Strong. But Paul said a messenger from Satan was sent to him to do what? To buffet him. Woo. A messenger? Watch this. He says, but the first, he said a thorn. We're going to look up thorn. It says a pointed piece of wood. That word is scolops. It says a pointed piece of wood, a pale, a stake, a sharp stake, a splinter. Down at the bottom, withered at the front, a point or prickle, a bodily annoyance or disability. Paul had some kind of disability or something that was annoying to him. And a lot of scholars say that he had bad eyesight. He couldn't hardly see. That's what they say. I mean, you think, Paul, you couldn't heal yourself? I don't know. I ain't gonna even get into that. But the word buffet it means to strike with the fist, to give one blow with the fist, to maltreat, treat with violence and contumely. From the derivative of the base, to rap with the fist, to buffet. So a messenger from Satan was sitting to buffet. Paul said that it was so he wouldn't exalt himself above measure, to think more highly of himself as he should. I don't know. But whatever it is to torment you, to annoy you. That's what these demons and evil spirits, their job is to annoy you, to get your mind off Christ. But we have to do what? Cast them out and ignore them. Matthew 8. Watch this. We're going to see. This is Yeshua. Let's see. Oh, man. I'm trying to get through it, y'all. Matthew 8, 28 through 34. Are we going to show you how to overcome it? We're going to show you how to overcome it. Oh, how did you overcome it? Oh, Julia. Thank you, Julia, for coming on in. Julia, thank you. Don't be a stranger. Don't be a stranger, Julia. Mm-hmm. All right, Matthew 8:28 through 20. Now, not getting on you or nothing, Luca, but Luca went to another book, and she said it's called Henry Wright, a book called The Spiritual Roots of Diseases. Now, but in that book, it had what? Scriptures. So it ain't nothing wrong with me when I read this is scripture, the Septuagint and Jasher and all of this. See, Christians, they all good when you can read Creflo book or Joyce Meyer book. But when I pull out of that ain't the Bible now. But I can read T.D. Jakes' book. Ain't nothing wrong with reading T.D. Jakes' books as long as he's agreeing with the Bible. That's all Brother Ronnie be doing. I'm glad you put that up, Sister Luca. I'm glad you put that up. Said that. But watch this. But you do need to be aware of who you're listening to, though. I will say that. All right. But watch this, because what did Dr. Henry Wright send you? Dr. Henry Wright sent you straight to the Bible. That's the source, the Bible. But watch this, Matthew 8:28 through 34. You're going to see how we deal with demons. This Yeshua. And when he had come to the other side, after the storm and everything, and when he was come to the other side into the country of the Gergesenes or Gadaran, there met him two possessed with demons. King James said devils, but we know they're what? Demons. Coming out of the tombs exceedingly fierce, so that no man might pass by the way, letting you know they strong. And behold, they cried out, saying, what have we to do with thee, Yeshua, thou Son of God? Art thou come hither to torment us before the time? And there was a good way far off from them a herd of many swine. So the devils besought him, saying, if you cast us out, suffer us to go away into the herd of swine. Why? They didn't want to go to the place of torment, the place that the 90% of them already are. All right. And he said to them, go. And when they were come out, they went into the herd of swine, and behold, the whole herd of swine ran violently. You see, demons they violent. That's why we got violence going around right here. They making these swine, these pigs. Now, wait a minute. Yeshua took the man is supposed to be clean. It's supposed to be clean. Yeshua took unclean spirits out of that man, and he didn't put them into a clean animal. Well, he put them in an unclean animal, a garbage can. That's what pigs do. They eat garbage. Well, we can eat all meat's good now. All right. So it said, but watch this. But they ran out. They make you violent. Demons make folks violent. People have quick tempers. Them demons, folks. Just mad. You what? Where my gun? Bow. No, you shouldn't be that way. You should be gentle, meek. The fruits of the spirit. And they that kept, why people so mean and don't have no fruits of the spirit? Because they ain't doing what it takes to bear the fruit. What bears the fruit? The commandments. If you keep the commandments, the fruit, doing the commandments, the fruit that comes out are gentleness, meekness, temperance, self-control, love, joy, peace. Against such, there is no law. Ain't no law against those things. I'm trying to tell y'all. And watch this. And they that kept them fled and went their ways into the city and told everything and what was befalling the possessed of the devil. They folks had demons. Let's go to Mark 5, because we're going to see this same thing in another instance. I'm going to read the Mark, but I'm not going to read the Luke account of it. We're going to skip that one to save time. You can read it on your own. Mark 5, 2 through 19, because it's the same story. It's going to be told a different way. It says, and when he come out of the ship, immediately there met him out of the tombs a man with an unclean spirit. Unclean spirits equals demons. Demons equals unclean spirits. Who had his dwelling among the tomb, living in the tomb in the graveyard, and no man could bind him, no, not with the chain. Strong. because that he had been often bound with fetters and chains, and the chains had been plucked asunder by he breaking the chains, and these demons are in him. Neither could any man tame him. And always, night and day, he was in the mountains and in the tombs, crying and cutting himself. It's called flatulation. He gets sexual pleasures from cutting himself. I know some people I came across in my life, they're cutters. They bound with demons. But when he saw Yeshua fall, he ran and worshiped him. What? And cried out with a loud voice and said, what have I to do with thee, Yeshua, thou son of the most high God? I adjure thee by God that thou torment me not. For he said unto him, Yeshua said to him, come out of the man, thou unclean spirit. Woo, come out, get out of there. And he asked him, what is thy name? And he answered, saying, my name is Legion, for we are many. This man had multiple demons. Verse 10, and he besought him much that he would not send him away out of the country. Now there was nigh unto the mountains a great herd of swine feeding, and all of the devils, all demons. And folks, the King James only will stop saying demons. You're supposed to be saying devils. And all of the devils, only one devil. And all of the devils besought him, saying, send us into the swine that we may enter them. And forthwith Yeshua gave them leave. Go. And the unclean spirits went out and entered into the swine, and the herd ran violently down a steep place into the sea. And they came to Yeshua. I just skipped down to verse 15. And they came to Yeshua and see him that was possessed of the devil, and had the legion sitting, clothed, and in his right mind, and they were afraid. And they saw it, and they that saw it told them how it befell to them that was possessed with the devil, and also concerning the swine. And they began to pray to him to depart out of their coast. And when he was come to the ship, he that had been possessed, Yeshua cast that dude out of there, prayed him that he might be with him. Yeshua said, no. How many of you know everybody can't be in your group? And Yeshua said, no. Howbeit Yeshua suffered him not, but he said to him, go home to thy friends. And Lucas said, go to your own house and tell them how great thing the Lord has done for thee, and hath had compassion on thee. We're not going to read. You can read the Luke one on your own, but it's saying the same thing. I like to just let people know it's in there multiple times. But the only thing I want to show you in Luke is that they didn't want to go to, they didn't want the play in verse 31, the deep. They didn't want to go to the deep. So we're going to show you what the deep is. The deep is, that word is abyssos or abusos, bottomless pit, deep, bottomless. They did not want to go to hell, the bottomless pit. The demons down there torturing folks. No, they're not. How do you get rid of these demons? Let's go ahead and show you. Because how do you get rid of them? You got demons in your life. You addicted to pornography. How do you get it out of there? Let's see. Then Yeshua was led up of the Spirit into the wilderness to be tempted of the devil. And when he fasted, 40 days and 40 nights fasting. That's good. He was afterward hungered. And when the tempter, that's the devil, Mastema, Satan, he said, came to him, he said, if thou be the Son of God, command these stones be made bread. But when he answered and said, it is written, where is wrote at? At that time, the Old Testament. Man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeded out of the mouth of God. Every word that comes out of Yah's mouth is what you live by. Did the dietary law come out of his mouth? You can bet your bottom dollar. Then the devil taking him up into the holy city and set him on the pinnacle of the temple and said unto him, if thou be the Son of God, cast thyself down. Jump down, trying to get him to kill himself. For it is written, that comes from the devil's suicide, folks. It is written, he quoting the Bible. He shall give his angels charge over thee, and into their hands they may bear thee up, lest at any time thou dash thy foot against a stone. Yeshua said unto him, it is written again. So 1, fasting. Two, you need to stay in the word. Because that's what he's saying. Written was written, the word, the word. Not no 10, 15 minutes a day. No, hours in the word. Thou shalt not tempt the Lord thy God. All these 15-minute devotionals. Matthew 4, chapter 8, start with, pick it back up at verse 8. Again, the devil take him onto an exceeding high mountain and show him everything. Yeshua, fasting and in the word. You need to be doing that if you got demons, if you got addictions in your life. Matthew 17, 14 through 21. Watch this. Oh my goodness. Same thing. Watch this. And when they were come to the multitude, there came a certain man kneeling down to him. Because watch this. What if the demon won't go? What if the demon won't go? We're going to show you what to do. And when they were come, I just showed you what to do already. Fasting. Watch, I'm going to go back real quick to verse 11. When down here, after this, after he fasted, and after he fasted, and before that he had been baptized too. He had John the Baptist baptized him. You ain't been baptized? That's a powerful thing. Powerful thing. Baptizing, fasting. And when the devil left, the angels came and ministered unto him. The Holy Spirit of minister unto you. Bring scriptures up to keep you, to get these things out your life. I'm gonna show you something else you can do too. Now watch this. And if you ain't doing it, do it. I bet it change. Watch this. And when they would come to the multitude, there came to him a certain man kneeling down to him. I'm gonna tell you one, Brother Ronnie is never depressed. I ain't never depressed I ain't never went through no depression in my life. I ain't never thought about killing myself. Not putting folks that have thought about that down. I love me some me. I ain't gonna kill me. I don't care how bad it get. Brother Ronnie ain't killing himself. My wife can leave. The children can leave. We ain't got no dog, but if we did, and he left. We ain't got no roaches, but if we had them, if they left, I don't care who leave. I still got the Most High. And when they were come, and so when y'all come, y'all see we ain't got no roaches. And watch this. And when they were coming to the multitude, there came to him a certain man kneeling down, saying, Lord, have mercy on my son, for he is lunatic, epileptic, and sore vexed. For oft times, or a lot of times, he falleth into the fire, the demon trying to burn him, and oft into the water, trying to drown him. And I brought him to thy disciples, and they could not cure him. Wait a minute. But the disciples said, Lord, even the spirits are subject to us. But these weren't. Why? We're going to show you. And then Yeshua answered and said, O faithless and perverse generation, how long shall I be with you? How long shall I suffer you? Bring him hither to me. Because in the end, Yeshua, he the healer. And Yeshua rebuked the devil, and he departed out of him, and the child was cured from that very hour. Then came the disciples to Yeshua apart and said, why could we not cast? Well, we been had powers. How come we can't do it now? And Yeshua said unto them, because of your unbelief. Wait a minute, Yeshua. Now you saying they don't believe? For verily I said unto you, if ye have faith as a grain of a mustard seed. I don't know if you ever seen a mustard seed, but they are super tiny. My wife had some. It said, ye shall say unto this mountain, be removed hence to yonder place, and it shall remove, and nothing shall be impossible unto you. But he's saying, but guys, this is the reason why. Howbeit, this kind goeth not out, but by what? Prayer and fasting. Yeshua had already done this in the wilderness, 40 days, 40 nights. Demon won't come out. It's fasting time. Same thing in Mark chapter 9. I ain't gonna read it. I just want to show you this right here. But in this one, it said he had deaf, dumb spirits too. Just so you can read that back on your own. But down on verse 29, you read this on your own. He said, this kind come forth not by nothing but what? Prayer and fasting. Sometimes you have to be in seasons of that in your life. It's been times when my wife told, "Don't make me nothing to eat. I'm fasting. Don't make me no don't nothing." You know, you gotta have seasons of that in your life. All right, because and when you do cast out demons, guess what? Guess what? You have to put something in its place. And I didn't put the binding and loosing scripture in here. When you bind something, you have to loose something. I bind up sickness and I loose what? Healing. Even here, watch this. Matthew 12:43-45. When the unclean spirit is gone out of a man, he walketh through dry places seeking rest and findeth none. They like to be in dry places. They don't want to be in no place where you got the living water, the word. They can't live there. Why? Because Yeshua and his father, they live there. And findeth none. Then he said, I will return. He can't find no place. Then he said, I will return into my house whence I came out. And when he is come, he findeth it empty, swept, and garnished. Whenever you take out is empty, swept, and garnished, everything put into place, you got to put something. Just because the demon been taken out, you got to put something back in there called the word of Yah. And that's evident in people that got smoking addictions. They either get a nicotine patch, they put the cigarettes down and put a patch in this place. They put the cigarettes down, and some people eat peppermints when they're trying to stop smoking. And some people, the Most High just heal them from that. They just quit cold turkey. But it says, then he said, I will return to my house from whence I came out. You stop watching porn, you got to put something in this place. Put the word before your eyes. Wholesome things. You gotta start watching some of these TV shows. With some of these TV shows, they got all kind of, they be some certain language they didn't even used to say. Now they saying it on network television. And watch this. Then he said, I will return into my house from whence I came out. And when he is come, he findeth it empty, swept, and garnished. Then he goeth and taketh with himself 7 other spirits more wicked than himself. And they enter and dwell there. And the last state of that man is worse than the first. Even so, it shall be also with this wicked generation. When something is cast out, you overcome something in your life, you need to put the word there and keep it there. Don't know, oh, I'm good. I'm great. It's like some people who get the stomach staple, you know, you lose all this weight, but you got to keep those healthy habits. You got to keep it. What if the staple pop? Watch this. Acts 19:11-19. Let's see. Let's see. You gotta be in Yeshua, you fasting, prayer, using the name of Yeshua. You got to know him for it to work. Watch this. And God wrought special miracles by the hand of Paul, so that from his body were brought unto the sick handkerchiefs or aprons, and diseases departed from them, and the evil spirits went out of them. I read this. I said, how come Paul couldn't heal himself? I don't know, y'all. I don't know. The Most High had a purpose. I don't know. And Most High probably said, this guy got he like to get up too high. So Satan, go down there and keep him low. I don't know. Because Paul told you it's so that I wouldn't be exalted above measure. Maybe he had an ego problem. It says, then certain of the vagabond Jews, exorcists took upon them to call over them which had evil spirits. The vagabond Jews, meaning they traveling from here to there. They were also what? Exorcists. They must work for the Catholic Church. Took upon them to call over them which had evil spirits the name of the Lord Jesus, saying, they said, we adjure you by Jesus whom Paul preacheth. Do you preach of Yeshua? They said, who Paul used? No, do you preach Yeshua? And there were 7 sons of one Sceva, a Jew, and a chief of priests, which did so. And the evil spirit talked back and said, Yeshua I know, Paul I know, but who are ye? Who are you? And the man with the evil spirit was, and the man whom the evil spirit was left them, got on them, and overcame them and prevailed against them. So they fled out of that house naked and wounded. And this was known unto all the Greeks and Jews. And so you need to know Yeshua. You need to know him. And many that believed came and confessed and showed their deeds. Many of them also which used curious arts brought their books together and burned them before all men. And they counted the price of them and found it 50,000 pieces of silver. Got rid of their magic sorcery books. All right, because again, I'm telling you, these demons here to annoy you. They annoyed Paul and Luke. And watch this. Acts 16 through 18. We almost done. And on the Sabbath, we went out of the city by a riverside. Now, whoa. I put verse 13 in there first. Why? On the Sabbath. Where Paul going? We went out of the city by a riverside where prayer was wont to be made. And we sat down and spake unto the woman which resorted thither, that lived there, Lydia, a seller of purple. He ended up baptizing them and everything. That's what we're going to say that for the baptism class. Now watch this. And it came to pass on this same set, we went to pray. They went to pray on the Shabbat. A certain damsel possessed with a spirit on their way there. A spirit of divination, a fortune teller, a soothsayer, met us, which brought her masters much gain by soothsaying or fortune telling. The same, this woman just were following Paul and us. Luke said they were following us, whoever was with them. And they followed them and cried, saying, these men are the servants of the Most High God, which show us the way of salvation. And this did she many days. This woman with a demon just following them around, torture, annoying them, being grieved, turned and said to the spirit, Paul, but Paul being grieved, turned to the spirit and said, I command thee in the name of Yeshua to come out of her. And he came out the same hour. Came out. They are there to annoy you, but you got to rise up in your power and rise up in your authority. Tell them, get gone, BD, get out of here. All right, now this is another one I'm going to show you what you can do to get rid of evil spirits. And I bet some people have never tried this. Watch this. 1 Samuel 16:14 through 23. It says, but the spirit of the Lord departed from Saul, and an evil spirit from the Lord troubled. The spirit of the Most High left him. Why? Because the kingdom being taken away. David anointed king now. And what? The Most High put evil spirits on people. The Lord won't never. No, he won't do it to righteous people, but he would do it to unrighteous people. And an evil spirit from the Lord troubled him. And Saul's servant said to him, behold, now an evil spirit from God troubleth thee. Let our Lord now command these servants which are before thee to seek a man who is a cunning player of the harp. And it shall come to pass when the evil spirit from God is upon thee, that he shall play with his hand, and thou shalt be well. Get you some anointed spirit-filled music. The devils don't want to hear that. Or you get to praising and praying to the Most High yourself. Oh, they're going to be gone. And Saul said to his servants, provide me now a man that can play well and bring him to me. Then answered one of the servants and said, behold, I have seen a son of Jesse, the Bethlehemite, that's David, that is cunning in playing, and a mighty valiant man, and a man of war, and prudent in matters, and a comely person, and the Most High is with him. Wherefore Paul sent messages unto us Jesse and said, send me David thy son, which is with the sheep. And Jesse took an ass laden with bread and a bottle of wine. Wait a minute, what is Jesse doing getting a bottle of wine? What they gonna do with it? Make a Molotov cocktail with it? No, they gonna drink it. And a bottle of wine and a kid, and sent them by David his son unto Saul. And David came to Saul and stood before him, and he loved him greatly. and he became his armor bearer. But what I'm gonna skip down to verse 23. And it came to pass when the evil spirit from God was upon Saul, that David took a harp and played his hand. So Saul was refreshed and well, and the evil spirit departed from him. Get the praising and worshiping. Get the praising and worshiping. All right. Get the praising and worship. All right, let's show you. We're going to the Apocrypha. We're almost done. And it came to pass the same day that in Ecbatane, a city of Media, Sarah, not Sarah, Abraham, Sarah, the daughter of Raguel was approached by her father's maids, because that she had been married to 7 husbands, whom Asmodeus, the evil spirit, had killed. This is a demon, Asmodeus, showing you. Now, what we didn't taught you, what are demons? Demons are disembodied spirits that are the offspring of fallen angels. So letting you see, this demon Asmodeus had a lusting for Sarah, the daughter of Raguel. But watch this. When Asmodeus, the evil spirit, this in the Apocrypha. You know, the text that used to be in your Bible in the original 1611, that whom Asmodeus, the evil spirit, had killed before they had lain with her. Now, wait a minute. They ain't slept together, but they still call them. When you're engaged, you considered married then. And to break that, you needed a bill of divorcement, unless no bill of divorcement was needed if she cheated. All right. But anyway, whom Asmodeus, the evil spirit, had killed before they had lain with her. Dost thou not know, said they, that thou hast strangled thine husband? All the other people saying, she just killing them. Thou hast already had 7 husbands. Neither was thou named after any of them. They didn't get a chance to take their name because Asmodeus killed them. Wherefore dost thou beat us for them, if they be dead? Go thy ways after them. Let us never see thee, either son or daughter. You ain't gonna have no baby. When she heard these things, she was very sorrowful, and so that she thought to have strangled herself. Demons made her want to make her kill herself. Sorrowful. Depression hits her. Demons already killing all the men. This woman got demons in her life. And she said, I am the only daughter of my father, and if I do this, if I kill myself, it shall be a reproach to him. She's thinking about those that, if you're thinking about committing suicide, think of those that are going to be left behind. Don't do it. It says, it shall be a reproach unto him, and I shall bring his old age with sorrow unto the grave. Then she prayed toward the window. She praying. Didn't we just say that? Blessed art thou, O Lord, my God. Pray during these times. This woman ain't did nothing wrong. These demons, this their job. They're down here to oppress, to torment, to annoy you. Blessed art thou, O Lord, my God, and thine holy and glorious name is blessed and honorable forever. Let thy works praise thee forever. And now, O Lord, I set my eyes and my face toward thee and say, take me out of the earth. She said, take me. I just want to die. Take me. That I may hear no more of thee reproach. Who reproaching her? Others. If you are other, you should be ashamed of yourself. If you are repressing, if you're making your brothers and sisters of the human race feel bad and less than anything. Shame on you. Look where it got her wanting to die. Thou knowest, Lord, that I am pure from all sin with man, and that I have never polluted my name nor the name of my father, the land of my captivity. I am the only daughter of my father, neither hath he any child to be his heir, neither any near kinsman nor any son of his alive, to whom I may keep myself for a wife, for 7 husbands are already dead. Why should I live? But if it please not thee that I should die, command some regard to be may had of me, and pity taken on me, that I hear no more reproach. So the prayers of both of them, who Raguel, her daddy, were heard before the majesty of the great God, and Raphael was sent to heal them both. Raguel had blindness in his eyes. that is to scale away the whiteness of Tobit's eyes, and to give Sarah, the daughter of Raguel, for a wife, to Tobias, the son of Tobit, to bind Asmodeus, the evil spirit, because she belonged to Tobias by right of inheritance. All right. Now we're going to skip to verse of chapter 6 of Tobit. Watch this. I want to show you something. What you can do to get rid of these demons and evil spirits. I have already told you, we are no longer under sacrifices. What do we offer now? The sacrifice of praise. Just to get these demons up out of there. The Bible said, for praise steals the enemy. Watch this. And as they went on their journey, they came in the evening to the river Tigris, and they lodged there. And when the young man went down to wash himself, a fish leaped out of the river and would have devoured him. Then the angel said to him, take the fish. Who? Raphael. And the young man laid hold of the fish and drew it to the land, to whom the angel said, open the fish and take the heart and the liver and the gall and put them up safely. This is why a lot of people are against the Apocrypha. They think what he's getting ready to do is witchcraft. It's not, because they do the same thing in the Bible. So he said, put them up safely. So the young man did as the angel commanded him. And when they had roasted the fish, they did what? Eat. Then they both went on their way till the angel ate. Yes, but demons, they can't eat. They can't eat. They want to eat, but they can't. Watch this. Then the young man said to the angel, brother Azarias, that's the name that Raphael was going by. He later reveals to him, I'm Raphael. He said, not the Ninja Turtle, to what use is the heart and the liver and the gall of the fish? And he said unto him, touching the heart and the liver, if a devil or a demon or an evil spirit trouble any, we must make a smoke. See, people that don't know the Apocrypha or their Bible, they think this witchcraft. It's not. Therefore, before the man or woman and the party shall be no more vexed. As for the gall, it is good. The gall from the fish, you can anoint. They said fish tablets and stuff can help your eyes. But gall is the good to anoint the man that has whiteness in his eyes and shall be healed. That's why Raphael was sent to do the healing. Jehovah Rapha, the God that heals. Watch this. Exodus 30:37. That was his name. That was Raphael's name. Raphael. And for and watch this. This in the Bible. This the same thing. When you used to burn the smoke, it warded demons off. Watch this. And the demons would smell it and get out of there. Do y'all know the Most High used to smell their smoke or their perfume? Watch this. Exodus 30:37. As for the perfume which thou shalt make, ye shall not make to yourselves according to the composition thereof. It shall be unto thee holy for the Lord. The smoke or the incense, whatever. But we're going to look up that word perfume, incense, smoke, odor. That word is koreth or kethoret. Incense, smoke, odor of burning sacrifice, sweet smoke of sacrifice, incense, perfume. The demons and evil spirits, but we're not doing sacrifices. The Most High, he smell our sacrifices of praise. So when you're influenced by a demon, get to praising by yourself in your house. Turn the music up. Dance like David did before the Lord. Dance out his clothes. Philippians 4:18. Try this stuff. Try it. Philippians 4:18. Don't knock it till you try it. It says, but I have all and abound. I am full, having received of Epaphroditus the things which were sent from you, an odor of sweet smell, a sacrifice acceptable and well-pleasing to God. That's what it is. The Most High smells your praise. But back then in the Old Testament, he didn't smell their sacrifices. Why? Because they was wicked. I ain't gonna read all this. You can see they was wicked. He said, I despise your feast days. See, Christians today, he don't like the feast days. No, he didn't like their feast days because they were keeping feast days with all manner of sin in their life. But I'm just gonna read 21 and then it says, the Most High said, I despise your feast days, and I will not smell your solemn assembly, the smoke, the perfume that they was lifting up, because he's saying you're wicked. But what were they doing? They had down at the bottom in red Moloch and Chu, and then were pagan deities that they were worshiping. But they say they was worshiping the Most High, but that's really who they was worshiping. Let's go to Revelation. What do demons play in the end times? What role will they play? Oh, they gonna be let. That's what we dealing with 10%. Oh, they gonna be let out. Some of them others, they gonna be let out of the bottomless pit. Watch this. Revelation 9, 1 through 15. And the fifth angel sounded, and I saw a star fall from heaven unto the earth. That was an angel. And to him was given the key to the bottomless pit, and he opened. So where is the bottomless pit? He fell from heaven to this earth, in the lower parts of the earth. You know, the place that Yeshua went and led captivity captive? That place. And the fifth angel sounded. We almost done. We in single digits. And the fifth angel sounded, and I saw a star fall from heaven unto the earth, and lo, and to him was given the key of the bottomless pit. And he opened the bottomless pit, and there arose a smoke out of the pit as the smoke of a great furnace. And the sun and the air were darkened by the reason of the smoke. And there came out of the smoke locusts upon the earth. Not literal locusts. And unto them was given power as the scorpions of the earth have power. We're going to show you in a minute what these locusts and scorpions are. We're going to show it to you. And it was commanded that they should not hurt the grass of the earth, neither any green thing, neither any tree, but only those which had not the seal of God in their foreheads. Will you have the seal? So if those that got the seal of God, if God's people are already raptured up, who down here with the seal of God? That's what people well, he said it was commanded that they should not hurt the grass, neither any green thing. It says neither any tree, but those which did not have the seal of God, and therefore they're looking for people with the seal, without the seal of God. And it was given to them it was given that they should not kill them. So don't kill them, but they should be tormented 5 months, and their torment was the torment of a what? Scorpion when he strike the man. And in those days, men shall seek death. Gonna want to die, gonna want to kill themselves, and cannot find it. Folks jumping out of windows. They won't die. And shall desire to die, and death shall flee from them. And the shapes of the locusts were, watch this, and the shapes of the locusts were like unto horses prepared unto battle. And on their heads, as it were, crowns of gold, and on their faces, the face of men. And they had hair as the hair of women. Their teeth was as the teeth of lions. Do this ring. These are demons that's in the bottomless pit, folks. Remember what they did? They sinned against man, against beast, against creeping thing, and against fish. Why are they looking like hybrids of all these things? These are demons coming out of the bottomless pit to torment people. That's their original job anyway. So the Most High gonna let them out and get the people without the seal of God. So-called followers of the Messiah worry about the end times. They ain't looking. These things ain't looking for you. They looking for the ones without the mark of God. But they had hair as women, and their teeth were like lions, and they had breastplates, and they had breastplates of iron, and the sound of their wings was as the sound of many chariots and horses running to battle. And they had tails like unto scorpions, and there were stings in their tails, and their power was to hurt men 5 months. Woo, my goodness. Woo. But I'm gonna go back. But it says back here, it said the smoke. Out of the smoke came locusts on the earth, and until then was given power as the scorpions that are on the earth have power. But let's go in here. Locusts and scorpions are not literal. These are demonic beings, disembodied spirits. What do they look like? They look like what their body used to look like. But anyway, let's keep it moving. Luke 10, 17 through 20. This is Yeshua talking. He says, and the 70 returned with joy again, saying, Lord, even the devils are subject to us. The demons are subject to us, except the ones that are, that fasting and prayer is required, right? And he said unto them, I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven. Behold, I give you power to tread on serpents and scorpions, and over all the power of the enemy. Who the enemy? The devil. And nothing shall by any means hurt you. Watch this, watch this. Notwithstanding, in this rejoice. Watch this. They just said, he telling you that these serpents and scorpions, what are they? That the spirits are subject to you. These are demonic spirits that we have power over. So serpents and scorpions, guess what they are? They are demons and evil spirits. That's what they are. But how do you get rid of them? Do righteousness, folks. Fast. Do you know fasting is prayer? That's doing righteousness. Great men of God, guess what they did? Spend hours of prayer. Daniel praying, fasting, denying themselves. Moses 40 days, 40 nights, no eating. Yeshua 40 days, 40 nights, no eating. I get them mixed up. Was it Elijah? It was either Elijah or Ezekiel. Walked all the way to Jerusalem. Took him 40 days to walk to Jerusalem, and he ate before he left, but he went on the strength of that for 40 days. Last year I did a class called 40. Go watch it. 40, the significance of 40. And when I turned 40 years old, I'm 41 now. I turned 41 last what was that, Sunday? Yeah, see, I don't even remember what day. 41 now. But hold on, watch this. How do you, so what you do is this, guys, be sober, sound-minded, be vigilant, always watching what you putting in your eye gates, what you putting in your ear gates, watching what you saying. These are gates, eye gates, ear gates, mouth gates. What's coming out of them, what's going in them. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, your enemy, the devil, as a what does he do? As a roaring lion, what he do? He walketh about, seeing whom he may devour. How does he try to devour us? Through those demons and evil spirits on the earth. And when you pray, it's still war, it's spiritual warfare. We got these folks in heavenly places. That's why it's important. Go watch our Gifts of the Spirit class to be filled with the Spirit. To speaking of, a lot of people don't believe it. Yes, you can. To speak in unknown tongues. The way the church doing today ain't right. But that's a heavenly prayer language. I'm trying to tell you that you speaking directly to the Most High. That's the tongue of angels. But Paul said, I rather, he was like, I don't, he said, though I speak with the tongue of angels, what he do? He do right. Hold on, let me quote that wrong. Let me get it. All right, let me go to Corinthians real quick. Let me show you. We only got 4 more after this, and they real short. But real quick, Ephesians 4:26, don't give place to the devil. Let me turn to Corinthians real quick. Hold on. Here we go. Here we go. Paul said, though I speak with the tongue, this is 1 Corinthians 13, though I speak with the tongues of men and angels, but have not love, I have become a sounding brass or clanging cymbal. Also, guys, you go down here, it says, for he who speaks in a tongue does not speak to men, but God. The tongues we speaking in church is just trying to look all spiritual. It ain't the same thing. But he says, for no one understands him. However, in the spirit, he speaks what? Mysteries. Go watch our Gifts of the Spirits class. You'll get more understanding. I ain't got time to go into all of it. That's a powerful class. John 14:30. Hereafter, I would not talk much with you, for the prince of this world is coming, and why did he have nothing in Yeshua? Because Yeshua did righteousness. The prince of this world is Satan. His minions are those that help him in the heavenly realm, and his little low minions down here, demons. Powerful demons too, might I add, but they ain't got nothing on you. But Revelation 18:1-8. The whole world is Babylon. The whole world. Everybody's on the same clock. The same, you know, that wheel of the year I showed you, everybody on the same clock, not me. I don't do none of the world days. Even the ones that ain't got pagan order, I just don't do them. I said, ain't nobody doing the most high days. I ain't doing none of these days. We always talking about we oppressed, but we keep putting our money into the things that's not right. You can do what you want. When it says, now after these things, this John the Revelator. Now after these things, I saw another. I don't do none of them. I don't do birthday parties, none of that. You know, I don't do none of that. I'm out of all that stuff. If I didn't go to work, I probably would never leave my house. My wife, I'm a homebody. I like staying home. You know, I'm a homebody. Go shopping, Amazon.com. You'll be at my house in 2 days. But you know, me and my wife, we before the COVID, we had our little date night. We're gonna get back to that. You know, we're gonna get back to that. But Revelation 18:1-8. And after these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was enlightened with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon, the great is fallen. This world system is gonna fall, folks. You know, it is falling, and it has become a habitation of what? Demons. That's why so much wickedness going on. The demons are taking over. And the hold of it, not everybody not evil. You got good people out there. We just got a lot of people that's more influenced by demons than others. And the hold of every foul spirit. And the cage of, now this angel stepped right out of heaven, and animals still unclean, clean and unclean. This, mind you, this they say Revelation was written between 66 AD and 100 AD. So Christ died between, let's just say 30 AD. This is wrote 36 to almost 40 years, 40 some years after, almost 60 some years after Christ. 60 some years after Christ. And this angel walked, stepped right out of heaven. Somebody forgot to tell him that all meat's clean. But anyway, but he said, Babylon is fallen, and it has become the habitation of demons. That means that those passages mean something else. Go watch our dietary law class. And the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. For all nations, every nation that's on the face of this earth, have drunk the wine of the wrath of her fornication. They drunk. And the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her. Who is her? Go watch our Queen of Heaven class. And the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her. How do you get not influenced by demons? Come out of Babylon. Examine your life. You need to examine your life, unturn every rock, look in every corner, examine yourself. I go to church every Shabbat, Brother Ronnie. What you doing the other 6 days? You cursing people out? Huh? Though I be rude in speech. No, that ain't what that mean. Rude in speech mean I'm unlearned in your speech. I maybe don't know the understanding like you, the language like you know it. Cussing. We got a class called cussing and fussing. But anyway, and I heard another voice say, come out of her, my people, be ye not partakers of her sin, and that you receive not of her plague. But I'm going to tell you, when you resist these devils and they flee from you, they coming back. You just make sure you're fortified and built up against this stuff. All right. Verse 5, for her sins have reached unto heaven, and God hath remembered her iniquities. What? Semiramis. He remembered it. It's still going on today. Reward her even as she has rewarded you, and double unto her double according to her works, in the cup which she hath filled to her double. We got one more after this. How much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously, and so much torment and sorrow give her. For she saith in her heart, She said, I sit a queen and am no widow. She said, Nimrod ain't dead. He's resurrected as Tammuz. Right. But you can read the rest on your own. Last one. There's only one person that has been possessed by Satan himself. Everybody else, it's just little demons. That's Judas. Then, with this when Judas betrayed the Lord, it said, then into Satan, Hasatan, into Judas, surnamed Iscariot, being of the number of 12. And what did Judas end up doing? Hanging himself. Brothers and sisters, this is the lesson on demons A to Z, their origin, where they come from. They don't have to let you know they ain't got no authority to continue to be in your life. The authority that they have, you gave them. So examine yourselves, examine your heart, examine your life, examine your activities. What are you doing to allow these demons and evil spirits, if they are in your life, to continue to operate? Now, when you get rid of them, don't mean they ain't gonna try to come back. They're gonna try to come back. The Bible said when the Most High, when Yeshua was in the wilderness, the devil he went away for a season, meaning he came back again. The Bible just don't tell us when he came back again. Yeshua said that he want to sift you as wheat, but he ain't got nothing in me. Why? Because every time he come, I'm gonna keep hitting him with this word. Pray, fast, worship, read your Bible. And these demons, they can't do nothing to you. Brothers and sisters, that is the demons class. I hope that you guys learned and enjoyed it. I really hope you do. I enjoyed giving it to you. So, but quick few announcements. Oh, just thank y'all for supporting. I see we had up to 26 people watching. That's outstanding. That's outstanding. But baptism, if you want, just email us. If you have my phone number, text message me. If you are interested in coming, and I get you all of the information that you're going to need to get. You're going to have to get to Memphis. You're going to have to get to Memphis. But it's on the 31st of July, which is 2 weeks from today. 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock, be on time. Be on time so we can get into do a little worship and praise. Do a little have a lesson, then we go out there and dunk you, and then we eat for a bit, and then y'all go home. All right, all praises to the Most High. I hope y'all learned something today. Also, prayer requests. Go to rapministry.net or org. We own both of them. They take you to the same place, rapministry.net or rapministries.org. And you have a Bible question, or if you have a prayer request, go to the contact us page and send it to us, and we'll get back with you. And we'll get back with you within 48 hours, maybe sometime the same day, or just depending when I check the ministry's email. Also, share the messages. Share them. Share the messages. Share the page. Share the website. Share with whoever you want to. Sister Cetus, I'm gonna post this. Post it to Facebook, iBook, Earbook, Note, whatever book. So guys, and also if you're blessed by what you're hearing, just go to the rapministry.org.net, go to the donate, whatever you want, no particular amount, just donate if you are being blessed. But guys, if there is nothing else, all praises to everybody that commented today, everybody that was here today. Thank you. If there is nothing else, go out, be an ambassador for the kingdom, because you are the only, sometimes you might be the only Yeshua people see in this dark world that we live in, that is dominated by demons. But you are the light of the world. You possess the power to get this stuff up out of here. And I will see you next time. Shabbat shalom and hallelujah to everybody. Peace.